If you're a first-time buyer buying your home, it can become very overwhelming and very confusing. I'm going to give you a few tips to try and make this as stress-free as possible. Before you even start looking at houses, it's really important to establish what you can afford, and that's not just what the bank will lend you. Look at what savings you have available and what deposit that might leave you to go forward to buy your home. Think about the monthly payment. Remember, on top of your mortgage, you're going to have such things as bills, council tax, electric, water, gas. On top of your mortgage payment, you need to make sure that that's still within budget. You still need to live, so consider the cost of living going up. You still might want to have holidays or go out for days and meals. It's important you don't become a prisoner in your home, i.e. you spend all your money on your property and the bills it comes with. The first steps are getting a mortgage agreement in principle. We can offer that service to you through our brokers, which will tell you and give you a certificate of how much you can borrow. So add your deposit to that, and that's the sort of house you should be going out to look for. Having a mortgage in principle can really focus your search so you're getting the right property, and it makes you a very serious buyer to a vendor, knowing that when you come to do the viewing that you can afford it and you're already pre-qualified. Remember to budget for extra costs. On top of your deposit, you may need moving costs, solicitor's costs, stamp duty and surveys. Speak to your solicitor, your broker or myself for any more information. Be realistic with your first home. Make sure it's affordable. Remember, it's called your first home for a reason. It may not be your forever home. You may have to compromise on certain things, but don't compromise on everything. Very rarely you're going to find a perfect home for you, such as decor. Decor is very personal to your taste, so don't be scared to take on a little bit of extra work. If you keep looking for the perfect home, it may not be there, because remember, this is just a stepping stone to your future. When you found the home you think you love, there's nothing wrong with asking for a second opinion before you go down the line of making an offer. Take a family member, a friend, or just somebody to look over it to give you a second opinion, as you may sometimes see it with rose-tinted glasses and every pair of eyes might see it slightly differently. Finally, don't be afraid to ask any questions. You don't buy a house every day. Ask someone like myself at Jamson's, Jamie the agent, or your solicitor, or a family friend, and remember, no question is a silly question when it comes to buying your first home.